Can you see my screen? Okay. Hello, my name is Blake Jacobson, and this is my lovely audience. And today I'm going to be doing my speech on volunteerism, and I'm going to try to persuade the audience on the issues that volunteerism is facing and persuade them to get involved with an organization that they're passionate about. Okay. Imagine a world where every act of kindness, no matter how small, could create a ripple effect of positive change. Did you know that according to recent studies, volunteering not only benefits those in need, but also has remarkable effects on mental and physical well-beings of the volunteers themselves? With the state of our economy, the issues we're still facing from the COVID pandemic, and all of our normal social issues that we are faced with, volunteerism is as important as ever. I myself am a huge advocate for volunteerism. As someone who has benefited from help from volunteers and also as someone who finds the same benefits in being able to help and volunteer myself, I felt that this was a great topic for me to speak on. Growing up, I was in and out of the hospital due to my chronic illness, through surgeries and other things, and many volunteers would make blankets, crochet stuffed animals, and create fun activities in times of need and comfort. This was my first taste on how life-changing volunteerism can be. From there, I began to volunteer through different organizations, one of them being Girl Scouts, with lots of different organizations pertaining to children, animals, and community things. To this day, I still volunteer for my favorite animal shelter, Frosted Faces. Today, I'm here to argue that volunteerism needs to be more widespread and should be incorporated into every single person's life, despite your abilities, your access, or your knowledge. I believe there's a place for everyone, and people will benefit from volunteering on both ends of receiving as well as providing the help. On my slide here, you can see the most popular causes for volunteering and see if any resonate with you. The three main topics I'm going to be covering in my speech are the struggles volunteerism is facing, the impact volunteering has on communities, and the impact volunteering has on our economy as a whole. Many organizations and nonprofits have taken vast financial loss as well as member loss. As shown on my slide, according to the state of nonprofit volunteerism within the year of 2022, 70% had decreased or significantly decreased available volunteer opportunities. As of 2023, 65% report decreased numbers of volunteers. With numbers of homelessness rising, people not being able to afford food and health care, overrun animal shelters, and all the other vast issues we're being faced with daily, this is a big deal. Volunteering has been traced back all the way to the Britain in medieval times, and in the 19th century, organized forms of volunteering started to pick up steam, such as the YMCA, which was founded and began in 1844 in London. Volunteerism has been around since, but has faced rises in numbers as well as large declines. Right now, we're seeing the declines and harsh struggles. A big one of these struggles is limited resources. Many volunteer organizations operate on limited budgets, making it extremely difficult to fund programs, acquire necessary supplies, and cover the operational expenses. Most organizations are seeing a decline in donations and funding in 2023 and 2024. Securing sufficient funding for volunteer initiatives can be extremely challenging, leading to cutbacks in services, reduced outreach, or even the discontinuations of the programs as a whole. Another big problem is work and time. Volunteers often juggle multiple responsibilities, including work, family obligations, and personal interests, making it very challenging to dedicate significant time and efforts to their volunteering. Volunteer activities experience fluctuations in demand throughout the years and seasons, leading to periods of intense need, followed by lulls in volunteer engagement and needs. We are also facing things like recruitment and retention problems, so finding and attracting specific volunteers with the necessary skills, interests, and availabilities for what we need can be an extremely daunting task for organizations, particularly in competitive or niche fields. Keeping volunteers engaged and committed over long term requires ongoing support, recognition, and opportunities for personal and professional development, which seems extremely difficult with the lack of resources. The last issue is the liability issues faced by many of these organizations. They must navigate legal complexities related to liability, insurance coverage, and risk management to protect both volunteers and the organization. Despite these issues, we still have many great opportunities for volunteers in many organizations, especially in San Diego. With the state of our world right now, we are more desperate for volunteers than ever. Many people might not know the impacts of volunteers. Volunteerism serves as a cornerstone for building stronger, more vibrant communities and empowering individuals to create a positive change. Through community development initiatives, volunteer efforts foster social cohesion, bring together diverse groups for shared goals, and strengthen the overall fabric of our society and communities. The sense of unity not only enhances local empowerment, but it also addresses pressing social issues, from poverty alleviation to environmental conservation. According to an active volunteer, Helen Dreyer, she says volunteering is at the very core of a human being. Not one has made it through life without someone else's help. These words are true to all the positive impacts that come from volunteering, some of these being things like social cohesion. Volunteerism fosters a sense of unity and cooperation within communities by bringing people together for a common cause. It also uses local empowerment. Volunteers can contribute to the development of their communities by addressing local needs and enhancing the overall quality of life. There's a large sense of individual growth and developmental personal fulfillment. Volunteering provides individuals with a sense of purpose and fulfillment by allowing them to make meaningful contributions to society. Volunteers gain valuable skills and experiences that enhance personal and professional growth, such as leadership, communication, and problem solving. Volunteering makes a large social impact. Volunteer efforts play a crucial role in addressing social issues while also promoting equity and inclusion by providing opportunities for individuals from all types of diverse backgrounds to participate and contribute to their communities. Studies also show a correlation with health benefits. Engaging in volunteer activities have been linked to improved physical health and well-being, included things like reduced stress levels. Volunteering can be great for your mental health. It offers social connections, a sense of belonging, which can positively impact your mental health and combat feelings of loneliness, isolation, and depression. It can also help fight the feeling of helplessness that you may feel watching all of these problems occur. Many of these positive impacts are unknown to the public. Volunteerism isn't as widely spread as it used to be, and a lot of benefits go unknown or under the radar. So for my last point, I'm going to be harping on how expanding volunteerism can solve so many issues in our economy and our communities. Volunteerism plays a significant role in bolstering the economy by contributing valuable services and resources to communities across the globe. According to recent studies, the economic impact of volunteer work is substantial, with volunteers collectively donating billions of hours of their time each year. In the United States alone, volunteers contributed an estimated 6.9 billion hours of service annually, which is equivalent to over $184 billion in economic value based on the average hourly wage. This immense contribution encompasses a wide range of activities, including healthcare support, disaster relief, education assistance, environmental conservation, and much more. Volunteerism stimulates economic growth by reducing the strain on public services and infrastructure, allowing governments and nonprofit organizations to allocate resources more efficiently. Volunteers often fill critical gaps in services such as providing meals to the homeless, tutoring disadvantaged students, or assisting elderly individuals with daily tasks, thereby alleviating the burden on taxpayer-funded programs. Volunteer-driven initiatives contribute to job creation and entrepreneurship, as nonprofit organizations and social enterprises often rely on volunteer labor to launch and sustain their operations. Beyond the direct economic value, volunteers foster social cohesion, strengthens community resilience, and promote civic engagement, laying the foundation for sustainable economic development in the long run. As volunteers continue to lend their time, skills, and expertise to worthy causes, they not only enrich the lives of those they serve, but also fuel the engine of economic prosperity for society as a whole. Here on my side, you will see some of the amazing organizations you can get started with today. In conclusion, today I've highlighted the importance of making volunteerism a widespread practice ingrained in every individual's life, regardless of their abilities, access, or knowledge. I firmly believe that there is a place for everybody in the realm of volunteering, and the benefits extend far beyond the act of giving or receiving help. By embracing volunteerism, we not only enrich our communities and address pressing social needs, but also experience personal growth, fulfillment, and a sense of belonging. Let us commit to integrating volunteerism into our daily lives, recognizing that each small act of kindness has the power to ignite positive change and create a brighter, more compassionate world for all. Thank you.
Good job.